بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. إخواني في الله. We're going to start our lesson today with reading the story, the part of it from memory. So let's just read it 1 and 2 times from looking, and then we're going to read it from memory. It's not a test. It's not a thing that you looked and that. It's just a thing that we're just trying to get adapted to speaking Arabic. That's the bottom line. Are you all with me? We're just trying to adapt ourselves and trying to learn this language. That's all. When we're doing by any means necessary, that's good. We're going to do everything that we can in order to learn this language. We're just familiarizing ourselves with every aspect that we can. All kinds of exercises and things of that, and drills and things of that nature. So here's the book here. This is our story. We're going to go up to right now. دخل غرفة الطبيب. So let's read it one time together. Let's read it one time together. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب. إخواني في الله. The meaning of the story is very simple. It's very simple. There's a sequence that should aid you in memorizing the likes of these words. Again, one more time before we close. Bismillah. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسار حتى وصل إليه. فلما جاء هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخل غرفة الطبيب. All right, we're going to read this from memory. Okay. بسم الله. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب. Again. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخل غرفة الطبيب. Again. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخل غرفة الطبيب. Okay, this time you read it without me. Bismillah. How we doing? How we doing? This is something that's just things that we just have to do. Okay, let's read on. Let's read on. Y'all read after me. Read after me just one time. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حالي. Read after me. فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. That's enough. That's enough. Let's read it together. Bismillah. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Again, we're reading together. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلق عيسى فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Again, when we read it together. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. How are we doing on this one? Are we clear on the meaning? فأخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. Everything is clear there? Let's read it one more time together. Bismillah. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حالي، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Okay, let's close this. Bismillah, let's read it together. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Again. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Again. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. You read it without me now. سأل. Barakallahu fikum. How we doing? How are we doing? Let me get some feedback. How we doing? The thing is not that we do the whole thing in one day. The thing is that we just keep the wheel turning. Let's just keep the wheel turning. Okay, let's read from the beginning to this point right here, and that's going to be enough for the day in this exercise. We're going to go one time reading it from the book to where we reach, where it says Ainehi wa Uzunehi. We're going to read from the beginning to Uzunehi, and then we're going to go from memory. Bismillah. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى، فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى، فصارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا، فلما جاء دور عيسى دخل غرفة الطبيب. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله، فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. We're going to go from memory. بسم الله. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى، فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه أجن مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه فحصى الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. How we doing? How we doing? How do you feel? How is your confidence? How's your reading? How's your fluency? The more we go, the easier it should be. Right. That's all I want to hear is improvement. That's it. Why does the word doctor end with a dhamma after sa'ala, but after akhbara it ends with a fatha? That's what you call nahu, and we will worry about that later. But if it has a dhamma, that's most likely because it's the fa'il, it's the doer. Okay? When he says akbar al-tabib, meaning now Isa is telling the doctor he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. When it has a dhamma, he's the one doing something. Okay? But we will worry about that later. Okay, we're going to go one more. Did you understand that? Okay. Now, this time, we want to read it 2 more times, but I want you to exaggerate in your pronunciation. And I want you all, this is not important. I want you to listen to me read it 1 time. I want you to put like emphasis and clarity. Like if I said, Isa became sick last night and he wanted to go to the hospital, I would say the hospital. So his father took him to it. Their house was close to the hospital. Therefore, they walked. I would say they walked. I'm going to say they walked. I'm going to say like that. I would say they walked until they reached it. Both of them, they waited a little bit. And when Isa's turn came, I want to say when Isa's turn came, I would say when Isa's turn came, they both entered the doctor's office. The doctor asked Isa about his situation. I wouldn't say the doctor asked Isa about his situation. I would say about his situation. So he told the doctor that he has pain in his stomach. So I'm going to say it in Arabic. You listen. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه فأخذه أبوه إليه قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسار حتى وصل إليه هما انتظر قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخل غرفة الطبيب. All I'm saying, this just kind of helps you, like you're speaking to somebody. I don't want you to just shout at the paper there and just say مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه قرب بيتهما. Like there's some type of expression and life and flavor and some type of expression I want you to add to your story. Are you listening to me? You understand what I'm saying? All right. Don't overdo it. I want it to be natural. Don't it has to be the way I do it. But I want you to be like you're speaking to somebody who's listening to you. Okay. We're going to take our time this time. We're going to take our time. I want extra clarity, not just in the letters, but in your form of expression. Bismillah. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. You see how you would say that? حلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. Like you're expressing, speaking. Now, one more time and we're going to move on. Okay. Bismillah. مرض عيسى البارحة وأراد أن يذهب إلى المستشفى فأخذه أبوه إليه. قرب بيتهما من المستشفى فسارا حتى وصلا إليه. هما انتظرا قليلا فلما جاء دور عيسى دخلا غرفة الطبيب. سأل الطبيب عيسى عن حاله فهو أخبر الطبيب بأن له ألما في بطنه. فحص الطبيب بطن عيسى وحلقه وعينيه وأذنيه. How are we doing? How are we doing? Let me get some feedback. Barakallahu fikum. This is strengthening. This is strengthening. And we read this thing a good 10, 15 times, and that's what it takes. And I want you to understand that's what it takes. Now, just keep doing, keep the wheels spinning, just keep trying. Sandpaper out press out the wrinkles. Sandpaper the wall. Get that wall smooth. Now, practice makes perfect. So let's move on to right here. I'm going to say the Maldi, Dhahaba, and we're going to say Huwa yadhabu, hiya tadhabu. I'm going to say Raja'a. We're going to say Huwa yarji'u, hiya tarji'u. Okay? We're going to do that straight across. Dhahaba. Huwa yadhabu, hiya tadhabu. Raja'a. Huwa yarji'u, hiya tarji'u. Hamida. هو يحمد هي تحمد. جلس هو يجلس هي تجلس. أخذ هو يأخذ هي تأخذ. دخل هو يدخل هي تدخل. فحص هو يفحص هي تفحص. وصل هو يصل هي تصل. This is just the beginning of the conjugation of Mudari. I want you to look at it. We're not going from memory. I just want you to familiarize yourself with this. Okay? So from here, how is this what y'all just understood? Okay. And that's how you do. Don't give the students 4 at a time at the beginning. Just give them 2. You always have to put yourself in the shoes of the learner. Give them 2. Don't give them too much. Don't bite off too much that you can't swallow. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Okay? So you keep that in mind with the student. Okay? We read some of these sentences yesterday. We read up to number 4. So let's read from number 5. Okay? And we're going to translate after each one. We're going to translate after each one. عبد الباري يأخذ ولده معه إلى المسجد. We're more important with pronunciation than translating. Translating should be easy. I'm going to ask for it after it. You repeat after me. عبد الباري يأخذ ولده معه إلى المسجد. So what does that mean? Abdul Bari takes his son with him to the masjid. Right. Right. He does this. He takes his son. It's present tense. He does this. Present tense. He takes his son with him to the masjid. That's how you say that. So now here, this sentence starts with Aisha. Why is it Aisha? I mean, it's with Aisha because now we're going to write a sentence with Fet Magoria for whoever here. That's what we have here. You understand? That's why it's Aisha. That's why it's going to go back and forth. All right? Yeah, repeat after me. Aisha تدخل البيت قبل المغرب. And of course, you saw the likes of this in the Maldi. I missed one. No. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. I'm always skipping. You know me. You know me. When the coffee's low, I start skipping. You know, that's the sign that teacher didn't have. It was coffee today. He starts skipping. All right. All right. هذه المرأة تأخذ بنتها معها إلى المدرسة. Again. هذه المرأة تأخذ بنتها معها إلى المدرسة. Okay, what does that mean? This woman, this lady takes her daughter with her to school. This woman takes her daughter with her to school. Right. Okay, look in both sentences. Abdul Bari Ya'khud waladahu as a fatha. Waladahu, because he's not doing anything. He's the one that was taken. وهذه المرأة تأخذ بنتها with a fatha, because they didn't do anything. The one that is taken, it gets a fatha. Just leave it like that, just for now. We're not mentioning any rules, but I just want you to recognize that, okay? Okay, let's move on. عائشة تدخل البيت قبل المغرب. Yeah, repeat after me. عائشة تدخل البيت قبل المغرب. And I want you all to particularly look at the conjugation of the verb. This is the purpose of the Jumla Mufida. You know this word قبل المغرب or البيت. You know those words. You all have seen the likes of this in past tense. دخلت البيت قبل المغرب. But now this is future tense. I'm giving you a simple sentence so you can concentrate on the conjugation. Are you all with me? I want you to feel comfortable. I'm not going to try to throw you under the bus. Okay? This is brand new situation. This is our first lesson on Fi'l Mudari. First lesson, right? So you want to keep it easy for the students. First lesson. You want to make it simple. Like you want all your students to pass. You want all your students to understand. You want to simplify it for them. Okay? What does this mean? Aisha tadkhul al-bayt qabl al-maghrib. Aisha enters the house, right? She does this, right? Aisha entered, not entered, enters, not entered. Don't go past tense. We're in present tense. Not entered. Entered is dakhalat. Entered is dakhalat. It's hard to get out that frame of mind because we've been in it so long. Let's move on to number 8. الخطيب يحمد الله في أول كل خطبة. Brothers and sisters, have we seen the likes of this sentence before? Have we seen the likes of this in Maldi? All right, so I'm just making it easy. That's it. But now it's future tense. It's future tense. That's it. Again, الخطيب يحمد الله في أول كل خطبة. What does that mean? The speaker praises Allah at the beginning. The speaker praises Allah. And the name of Allah here, it has a fatha on it because he's not the one that's doing the praising. Okay? The khatib is doing the praising. Okay? So the fa'il is huwa. That's in Yahmadu, that's the fa'il. Okay? Number 9. Praises Allah at the beginning of every khutbah. Right? Maymuna taghsilu al-malabis yawm al-khamis. All these sentences, you have seen the likes of it. All of them, or most of them. You've seen the likes of these sentences, but in past tense. Now it's in future tense. I just want to familiarize you with it. Okay? Maymuna taghsilu al-malabis yawm al-khamis. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to translate it. Maymuna washes the clothes on Thursday. Everything's clear? Maymuna washes the clothes. She does this. She does this. So if I put Maymuna taghsilu and malabis gadan, that means she's going to wash it gadan. Because I put an indicator that it means future because I said gadan. You know, she's going to do it tomorrow. Okay, it shows that it's future then. But this one here is present. This one is present. And I tell you that this fi'l mudari, it conveys present tense, except that there's something to indicate that it's future tense. Okay, that there's a word or something to indicate that it's future tense. One number 10. Al-mudarrisu yajlisu amam al-talamidh. المدرس يجلس أمام التلاميذ. What does that mean? The teacher sits in front of the student. Very well. Sits. All right. It's future tense. Future tense. Now, the teacher sits in front of the student. Now, yeah. We have a lot of sentences here. We got a lot of sentences. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Let's continue. يا أخي أنا انتظرتك أمام بيتك 10 دقائق. Again. يا أخي أنا انتظرتك أمام بيتك 10 دقائق. What does this mean? I been waiting. No, there's no been waiting. I waited. I waited. Past tense. Now I have been waiting. That's future tense. And when it says intazartu, you see the change at the end of the verb. Intazartu. Intazartu. The conjugation's at the end of the word, so it shows that it's past tense. I did this. I waited for you. I waited for you for 10 minutes. I waited for you in front of the house for 10 minutes. So if we see conjugation in the front, that makes it future tense. If we see conjugation at the end, that's going to make it past tense. Everything's clear? And that's why we're here. The mistakes are blessed, inshallah. That's why we learn. And in my class with the kids, I tell them the mistakes are good. The way you learn how to ride a bike is you fall 43 times. And you should see their faces when I say like 43 times. Like the ride a bike is 43 times. You got to fall 43 times. You just got your elbow 14 times. You got to bump your head 5 times. You got to hit your stomach 7 times. You got to hit your left rib another 8 times. And then you can ride the bike. You got to pay your taxes. You got to pay the dues. Okay. So the mistake is blessed. Okay. And do you know how many people probably had the same thing in their mind, but you were brave enough to come out and say the mistake, and they sat back and benefited. They sat back and benefited. They took cover from you. Like push Brooklyn native ahead. Let Mikey eat it. Push ahead. Push Brooklyn, put him ahead and let him do it, man. I am not going out there. And listen, it's better to be wrong moving forward than be wrong than be moving back and running away. Be wrong. Like some people, pardon me for transgressing, some people on the losing team like scored 50 points. He's on the losing team, but man, he played, like he didn't quit. He played hard and he gets recommended for that, So if you're going to go out, if you're going to make a mistake, do it working hard. Don't make a mistake running backwards. Don't make a mistake and you inconfident. Make a mistake and you like confident. Like, yeah, I'm doing it. And if you make a mistake, it's good. But when you make a mistake and you're inconfident, I mean, you're going to be inconfident when it's trying to do the right. When you have the right answer, you're going to be inconfident. Move. Say what's on your mind. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. Listen, if it's wrong, it's wrong. You're going to learn, right? So don't come reluctant, hesitant. Don't come like that. Right? Again, Ya akhi, ana intazartuk. I waited for you. Amama baitik. 10 دقائق. Next one. أين انتظرتني يا ليلى? أين انتظرتني يا ليلى? I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be taking time for you to read it. أين انتظرتني يا ليلى? What does this mean? Where did you wait for me, O Layla? And these are new words. These are new ways for you to speak. Intadhara came in the book. Huma intadhara qalila. They waited a little bit. And now it's going to come in Jumla Mufida. What is Jumla Mufida? It's the verbs. I'm talking the verbs, the meat and the potatoes from the story. You understand that? Jumla Mufida are the meat and potatoes from the story. We're going to conjugate them in different ways. Now we got to use the Maldi and the Mudari, right? That's what this section is about. It's just to expand you and build you from the original story. Okay? That's Allah. Pray Allah put barakah in the book. Pray Allah put barakah in the book. طيب. شعيب يحتاج إلى دواء للصداع. شعيب يحتاج إلى دواء للصداع. What does that mean? Shuaib needs not to take the medicine. He needs medicine. Needs medicine for headache. Like he needs it. Not he needs to take it. He needs to get it in his hands. He needs medicine. He needs to possess it. Now, that's what this conveys. He needs to possess it. Okay. I'm gonna get this camera situation here. Okay. Okay, he needs the medicine. Not that he needs to take it. So you need to take it. So يحتاج إلى أن يتناول الدواء. يحتاج إلى أن يشرب الدواء. So I want you to recognize that يحتاج إلى. Some people say it without إلى. يحتاج دواء. But it's better to say يحتاج إلى الدواء. Don't say يحتاج دواء. يحتاج إلى دواء. He needs medicine for headache. Okay? Let's move on. Is everything clear? Okay, so this one is Yahtaj. It's because we're talking about Shu'aib. Look at the next sentence. We're talking about Abdullah. Look what we do. One male, one female. Hua, here. Hua, here. That's all we do. It's almost predictable, right? It's almost predictable. Okay. أم عبد الله تحتاج إلى دفترين لدروسها. Again. أم عبد الله تحتاج إلى دفترين لدروسها. For the sake of time, I'm going to translate it. Abdullah needs 2 notebooks for her classes. Everything understood? Abdullah needs 2 notebooks for her classes. Whoa, 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 whoa. 24 sentences. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, what the teacher want for y'all? He must want y'all to dig in. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Man, that teacher giving y'all a hard time, giving them run for your money. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, that's how you do it. Don't give the students 3 sentences and say, you understand? Like, yeah, I think I understand. Give me some more examples. You know? Like 2 notebooks. That's good. 2 notebooks. That's good. That's good. That's good. May Allah increase you all. Okay, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop because we're not in a rush. But we just we want to perfect what we have. We don't want to rush. Our thing is quality, not quantity. Our quantity, that's why we study every day, except 2 days. Our quality, we're going to take our time. Our quantity, then we're going to study consistently. We're not going to rush. Our quality, we're going to take our time. Do we understand that? So you'll be a constant teacher, but you have to take your time. You have to take your time. If you're in a rush, stop. Quit. You're not going to get it done that way. That's all. Right, so use it with ila. That's the way. Like you can't say dhahaba al-bayt. You say dhahaba ila al-bayt. You can't say dhahaba al-bayt. Dhahaba ila al-bayt. Right? So that's the way Yahtaj should be. And Allah knows best. Is everybody's comfortable so far in this lesson? Yeah, Ikhwan, take a deep breath. Give yourself a good year. We've been doing 4 months. It's good. We're doing good. Let's finish this book. Let's do another 2 months. Let's finish this book. Okay, then we could take a breath. We could come up for some air. Okay, we could come up for some air in 2 months, and we're gonna have some chocolate or some cheesecake. We're gonna just splurge from this long time. Isn't that some verbs has to be used with a preposition, but it doesn't necessarily have a meaning. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the summary of it. Okay. All right. I want you to hang on, okay? And I want you to ask Allah for help. I want you don't depend on your love and in your engineering intelligence, but I want you to ask Allah for help. I want you to tankasir. I want you to break down and be just weak in front of Allah and tell him that you can't do it except by his help. I want you to break down, be broken down in front of Allah and say, I can't accept by your help. So this is what we're going to start today. Were you able to get the I totally forgot. Yeah, please remind me. I'm going to look right now. Y'all got to remind me. Y'all have to remind me, please. I'm so busy. La ilaha illallah. Listen, the Fatah story. Oh, let me tell you the Fatah story right now. I'm sorry. No, we got to do this first thing tomorrow because it's already, in respect to your time. The Fatah story is very important. One of my favorite stories. Okay, we're going to do it tomorrow. You got to remind me. You have to remind me. Okay, I'm going to try to have some coffee for y'all tomorrow. So y'all put your seatbelt on. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك